Finally, we're at the end of the year. And so it first started with trying to figure out exactly what we're doing here in this life, right? We all kind of have this conception of life. And so first we started calculating because everybody likes to do math, right?
Yeah.
I see you guys with your calculators in your back pocket. So, in doing math, we start with the obvious, and hopefully this stays a minute. But I think it's going to go long because it's kind of like the meaning of life here. So I'm gonna try to go as fast as I can, but I don't want to leave anything out because it's important. So we started out average lifespan in the United States. What do you guys think it is?
76.
80, 70. Right now, it used to be 72, got up to 73. Now it's about 76, right? The ladies live a little bit longer just because. So out of those 70 or so years, what is your earliest recollection when you were young? What do you remember? What can you start to remember? Was it when you were 3? Does anybody remember anything of significance from the age of 3 other than the 3-year-old? Okay. What is that memory, ma'am? Oh, it's traumatic. Okay. So something happened traumatically at the age of 3, but I think for most of us, we don't. Okay, Matt.
I think I wrestled my first alligator.
At the age of 3?
My dad taught me how to snap my fingers. I remember that.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you still have your fingers after that wrestling match. But most of us come up with this, all right, it's probably around 9 or 10 or 7 that we remember something. And towards the end, and we all don't want to think about it, but one day we'll all be there. Towards the end, I don't think you'll remember much. You'll kind of enter into this state of regression where you get your mental faculties kind of deteriorate and you sort of don't know where you are at the end. You might be asleep or something and then just, go back to where you were before you were born. So, okay, so then we narrowed it down to from 10 to about, let's say we're gone at 75, 73. So that's about 60 years of life, right? Of those 60 years of life, we sleep about 8 hours of it, which is a third of a day, right? We had 24 hours minus 8, got 16 left. So of the 60, we're only really conscious for about 40 of those years of consciousness, right? So then we're starting to think, okay, 40 years of consciousness. Of those 40 years, how much of it is the time that I'm paying attention, right? Most of us go through the day and day after day. Anybody see that movie with Bill Murray? He keeps waking up, doing the same thing over and over. And then he tries something different each day to try to get a new outcome. So if that's the case of the 40 years and we're not paying attention during the 40 years and maybe each day we only got one shot at making a change so that tomorrow has a different outcome, how much life do we really have where we matter? Right? So let's do the math on that. 40 years, each day, if you're paying attention, you do something of significance that will change the following day, into an outcome, good or bad. You might do something, mess up, who knows. So really, it's a whole lot less than we think that we're able to kind of be present and make contributions to the world for better or good. So really, at its final synthesis, right? Everybody know what synthesis is? All you science? It's where you start boiling stuff and you pour stuff together and you keep boiling, and then you finally get to this one little, whatever it is, this one little, I'll call it understanding of life, is that what you really have is just this very moment that we're here together of consciousness and chance to make a change to the outcome before it's all over. Because what happened maybe just seconds ago when I made some comments, that's gone, right? You can't really go back. You can't hit pause, rewind, replay, that sort of thing. And you never know what's going to happen next in the next few moments. So I want to leave you with the final Scoutmaster minute for 2024 is really, if you're going to do something, do it in this moment. Don't save it for tomorrow, and don't regret it from the past that you didn't try. And that's my Scoutmaster minute.